mostly because my stomach just growled. I know, soon. Also, this feels disgusting because they're like wet bananas. All right, I have to type in my password with my nose. Hold on. I wish you could see this. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you a secret. I don't know if you can see me, but I am wearing a skirt, which I know happens once a year. Not even. This is what I'm trying. Do you notice how often I try to touch really hot things? Hi, this is Katie. In today's video, I have a candy in my hand. I'm gonna eat that after I record the intro. But hi, good afternoon. It's around 5:30. And in today's video, I'm going to be making my mom's banana bread recipe. And if you've been watching me for a little while, about 6, 7 months ago, 8 months ago, something like that, I made my mom's banana bread recipe and I followed it to a T. She has a gluten-free cookbook on Amazon. I'll have it linked below. And I followed her recipe for the banana bread and it did not taste as good as hers. Her banana bread is so good. But when I made it, it was still good, but definitely not as good as my mom's at all. And I talked to her about it and I was trying to figure out like what I did wrong or anything like that. And she said really the only difference that I did compared to what she does is that she uses sugar in the raw and not white sugar. And so I got some sugar in the raw. I got it in little packets. I don't know. Anyway, but I got some sugar in the raw and I want to remake the banana bread. And also I have really mushy bananas that are like wet because they've been in the fridge the last few days. And so I hope that might help too. And I have the sugar in the raw. And then also the only other difference that I'm making is that I'm using olive oil, mostly because my stomach just growled. I know, soon. I can't remember. I think she said she kind of goes back and forth between a vegetable oil, maybe even an olive oil and butter sometimes. But again, her recipe always comes out really good. And so I'm like, I don't know the difference. The only main difference I think might be sugar in the raw. But also we don't have vegetable oil and I want to kind of stop eating seed oils anyway, or like decrease the amount of seed oils I eat anyway. So I'm going to use olive oil. So I'm using 2 different-ish ingredients to remake my mom's banana bread recipe to see if I can make it as good as hers. And maybe honestly, it's just that she's just a better cook than I am. That might really be what it is. But at least for now, I'm gonna be remaking my mom's banana bread. We're gonna test it out. We're gonna see if it's any better than last time. If not, last time it was still good, but I just wanna remake it. And so that's what today's video is gonna be. I'm going to wash my hands because touching those bananas is kind of gross. I'm gonna eat this little candy because it's 5:30 and all I've had today is an OWYN protein drink and a Go Macro protein bar, and that's not enough food. I've been doing that a lot lately, where like I'm not really eating enough, and that's not good. So I'm gonna have like a proper dinner, but also banana bread. But I'm also gonna eat this. I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm gonna get all the bowls and stuff ready, and then we're gonna make the banana bread together. But I need to eat this. Oh, this is an Unreal dark chocolate coconut bar. No dairy, no gluten, no soy. Very good. Very, 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 very yummy. Okay, I'll have her cookbook linked, but I'll also have just like a picture of the recipe somewhere on the screen during this video at some point. But the ingredients are flour, gluten-free flour, sugar, eggs, bananas, salt, oil of some kind, baking soda, pure vanilla, baking powder, and then I have a LaCroix. That's not an ingredient, I just want to drink it. I have 2 bowls, measuring spoons, a measuring cup, and then this really, really cheap and kind of gross little pan, but I'm going to line it. So this is just from the Dollar Tree. I probably am gonna invest, you know, the $8 into a real one, but I have that. Okay, oven is preheated to 350, and then it says in a large bowl, combine flour, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Okay, so 1 3/4 cup of gluten-free flour. I'm gonna do the flour mixture in this bowl. You need 2 bowls for this, by the way. I think it's like this whole thing. Uh-oh, we're only at 1.5. Uh-oh. Well, okay. We're gonna figure it out. A teaspoon of baking powder. And this is gluten-free, dairy-free, nut-free. I have a ton of food allergies. There are eggs in here. Obviously, if you're allergic to eggs, there are some substitutes, but this is gluten-free, dairy-free, and nut-free. Okay, a little 1/4 teaspoon of baking soda. And a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. I'm gonna do a little bit more because this salt is not super salty, so I'm gonna do a little bit more. Okay, I'm literally just gonna wash my hands. If you guys have seen some of my baking videos, I usually just mix with my hands. So let me wash my hands again. And this just kind of needs like a little stir. Okay, put that aside. And then in this bowl, mix together the oil and sugar first. Okay, we're gonna use olive oil and just kind of hope for the best. It is the light taste one, so I hope that works. A half cup of oil. This is weird angle. If you haven't figured out yet, I'm not a professional, so don't expect the angles to be great with cooking stuff. Okay, half a cup, go in there. And then the sugar. Now, I got it in the packets, so we're just gonna have to open like 40 of these packets. How much sugar do we need? 2/3 cup. Oh, goodness gracious. All right, I'm about to be here for like 10 minutes opening these packets. Let's do 2 at a time. All right, you gotta let me know when it starts to get close. But yeah, one of the main differences with my mom's banana bread versus when I made it myself was that hers, when she makes it, is a little bit darker on the inside. And it's not because she cooks it longer, it's just like the color of the batter is darker. And I wonder if it is from the sugar in the raw versus I was just using white sugar. And again, the taste was a little bit different too. Again, mine was still good when I made it. It just didn't exactly taste like hers. So, trying it again. Changing a couple ingredients. Where are we? Almost a 1/4 cup. All right. Oh, this is going to stick to the oil, isn't it? Oh, that's okay. I think I'm just going to make eggs for dinner and then have the banana bread as like a dessert. Okay, are we there yet? Ooh, yeah. We are there, 2/3. Oh, good. I almost just poured in more. 2/3. Okay, perfect. Okay, we're gonna pour this in here and then scrape this out with my finger. Oh, it's honestly not as gross as I thought it was gonna be. I thought it was gonna be like super oily, and obviously it is, but I thought it was gonna be like baking grease kind of. That's in there. Stir that. Okay, stir in eggs, vanilla, and mashed banana. Okay, so 2 eggs. I just have some organic Good and Gather from Target. And then vanilla, 1 teaspoon. I might go a little bit more. I like vanilla, just a little bit more. 1 teaspoon vanilla. I'm gonna go a tiny bit more. I like vanilla a lot. Okay. And then that angle is not good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Okay, and then a cup of mashed banana. These bananas, here's the thing. How do you know when bananas are like rotten? Like, these have been in the fridge for a couple days, but they're like wet. I think that's just because they were in the fridge, right? I mean, it looks fine. I mean, it looks like a banana bread banana. Also, this feels disgusting because they're like wet bananas. Gross. Okay. Really gross. Really gross, 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 gross. I only put them in the fridge like 2 days ago because they were getting banana bread banana-y. Okay, that is 1 cup. I'm just gonna mush them up a little bit more. Gross, 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 gross. Okay, bananas in. And yes, I'm about to mix this with my hand even though there's raw eggs in it and bananas and everything. Yep. It's kind of fun, honestly. I know I was like, ew, gross, but like honestly, it's kind of fun. Okay, that feels mixed. The recipe's on my phone and my phone went dark. Can I use my nose? Hold on. Using my nose. Face ID, work, come on. All right, I was typing my password with my nose. Hold on. I wish you could see this. Add the banana mixture to the flour mixture and mix until the batter is moist. Then if you want to add nuts, you could. And then pour the batter into a loaf pan. Okay, cool. So this goes in here. I have like high hopes for this. I think that this is going to come out good. Okay, and she specifically wrote, don't overmix. So I'm just gonna mix until everything's incorporated. Okay, just a little bit of flour left. I think that's looking good. Okay, I'm just going to line the pan. Well, I'm gonna wash my hands. Then I'm just gonna line that pan. And then we're gonna put this in the oven. I'm not gonna lick it off my fingers. I don't want to, but I'm not gonna. If it was chocolate chip cookies, I would. Or brownies. Honestly, I'm gonna tell you a secret. I don't really like brownies that much, but I love brownie batter. Like, I like brownie batter. Brownie batter is like a 9 out of 10, and brownies are like a 4.5. Like, they're fine, they're good. But brownie mix, oh my goodness, love it. The trick with parchment paper, by the way, is to crumple it up. Or I heard that you can just get it wet, but honestly, you can just crumple it up and then open it back up, and then you can kind of mold it. And, or even if you're putting it on a pan, it will stay flat. Because if you don't do that, it like rolls back up. And yes, I'm double lining it because I'm an excessive person. Okay, I just washed my hands again. I think something that's not talked enough about with cooks and bakers and chefs and stuff is how heavy things are sometimes. Like this, my arm is already tired. Those people are strong. They're strong. If you're a chef or a baker, anything like that, a home cook, if you cook a lot, you're probably really strong. That is looking beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, so again, the oven is at 350. Also, if you can see me, I don't know if you can see me, but I am wearing a skirt, which I know happens once a year, not even. Okay, so the oven is at 350. This is going to go in there for 45 minutes to an hour. Goodbye, love you, have fun, see you later. Good luck. All right, I'll talk to you guys. Well, I'll probably check on it in a little bit, and then I'll talk to you guys in like an hour. Oh, and I'm gonna make dinner and clean up. I have food in my mouth, sorry, but I just wanted to show you that I made scrambled eggs and toast for dinner. And what a surprise, another LaCroix. And I'm watching Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives, and someone who owns a deli was using his hands to mix dough. So I'm just saying, maybe I am a professional. Okay, I'm gonna finish eating, and then the banana bread is almost done. It has been about 40 minutes, and the recipe says 45 to an hour, but I just wanna check it really quickly. Oh, that's looking really pretty. The only other difference that I just remembered with mine, we gotta clean the oven, but with mine versus my mom's is that mine got like a crust on top and my mom's didn't. Okay, I'm still gonna give it like 10 more minutes and then we're gonna try it. Okay, so the dishwasher's on, if you could hear that. Honestly, I don't know how long the banana bread has been in the oven. I have no clue. It's 7 o'clock. When did I put it in there? I think like 5:58. That could be a total lie. I think it's been in there for about an hour though. And I've checked it a couple times and I'm pretty sure that it's done. And this is what it looks like. I actually don't know what you can see, but I think you can see this. This is what it looks like. Honestly, it does look very similar to the last time I made it. How do I grab this with this? Okay, okay. Okay, so again, mine when I made it last time was still really, really good, just not as good as my mom's, and it's her recipe. And so I tried it with a couple different things, but honestly, the color is still exactly the same as when I made it, and the texture is still the same as when I made it. Hers is darker on the inside. See how mine is pretty blonde? Hers is darker on the inside and doesn't develop a crust on the outside, and mine does. So I still don't know what I'm doing wrong. So honestly, next time I go to New York, I'm just gonna make it with her. Dishwasher, I'm talking. Next time I go to New York, I'm just gonna make it with her and see the difference. I wanna eat this, but I'm gonna actually eat it on camera. I did, when I dipped the fork in before to see, I did taste it off the fork and it did taste really good, like a little bit better than last time, so you know what? Let's do this. Okay. So that is very hot. I literally just took it out of the oven. Of course it's hot. Okay, that's what it looks like. It looks very pretty, just does not look like my mom's, and I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Okay, since it's super hot, I'm just gonna take a little piece and put it on my plate, let it cool down for a second. Just a little piece. I'm gonna eat 8 pieces later. I just wanna try it on camera. This is what I'm trying. Yeah, it looks exactly the same as when I made it 6 months ago. I was kind of hoping that the sugar in the raw, which might seem silly to some of you if like you're actual bakers, but I was hoping that the sugar in the raw and the more ripe bananas might do something to the color, but I don't know. I don't know why mine looks different than my mom's. I don't know. Anyway, let's see how it tastes though. I did have a tiny bit of like a taste off the fork earlier and it was really good, but let's have like an actual taste. Okay, cheers. I think that actually tastes better than last time. I think the taste is a little bit more similar to my mom's now. I might put it back in the oven for a minute. I mean, like 5 minutes, but I'm just gonna have a little bit more. That's good. Okay. Do you notice how often I try to touch really hot things? I'm gonna let this part cool down. Little, tiny little pieces. If any of you know why mine is blonde and my mom's is darker, and why mine develops like a harder crust and my mom's doesn't, can you please let me know? I know she doesn't let her dough rest. I know she doesn't do that, so that's not anything different. Regardless though, it tastes really good. And again, no gluten, no dairy. That's really good. I think I am gonna put it back in the oven for just like 3 or 4 more minutes. If I can ever stop eating it, then I might do that. Okay. I want to eat more. I don't want to talk to you guys without food in my mouth. That came out really good. Again, I already explained all the differences and stuff, so let me know if you know why mine's a little bit different, but the taste is so good, so good. So I'll have the link to my mom's gluten-free cookbook down below, and or I will have this recipe written out if you guys want to try it. It was really good. I want to eat more, but I want to talk to you guys first. Okay, I actually think that's gonna be it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed hanging out with me while I did a little banana bread 2.0. It didn't come out as different as I was hoping, but it's still delicious and I'm still gonna eat a bunch of it tonight. It's 7 o'clock right now. It's gonna be like my little dessert. I really hope that you're subscribed. I do talk about food on Sundays and then I vlog throughout the week. And yeah, I guess that's gonna be it. Thanks again for watching and I hope you have a wonderful day. I love you, Jesus loves you, and I'll talk to you later. Bye. Mm, 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 mm.